Hi everyone, it's Todd Milewski from the Wisconsin State Journal. Here talking to you from the Kohl Center after the Badgers win 5-2 against Michigan State on Friday night. It's the largest output of the season offensively for the Badgers, 5 goals for the first time. And it's been a while since Badgers scored 5 goals. The last time was at Minnesota last February. I take that back. It's been a while since the Badgers have scored 3 goals in the first period. That time was last February at Minnesota. They got that tonight. They got the 5 goals tonight, which is the first time this season. It had never taken the Badgers more than 18 games into a season to score 5 goals for the first time. It took them 23 games this season, and that goes hand in hand with some of the other offensive struggles, the numbers we've seen there out of the Badgers this season, but it really has been picking up lately, the opportunities that they've been getting, and the fact that they're capitalizing on them really more than just that they're getting more opportunities. I don't know that they necessarily are in terms of good quality scoring chances. They're there for them to finish off, and they're finishing them off in front of the net a lot. The shot chart tonight was pretty dramatic in that Wisconsin had a bunch of shots from the front of the goal. Michigan State did not. And that, I thought, was part of the story here, that there was no stopping of Wisconsin getting to the front of the net and delivering pucks there, fighting for rebounds, really causing havoc in front of Drew DeRitter, the Michigan State goalie. But it comes down to, really this game could have been a lot different. The second period, the Badgers are up 3-1 going into the second period. It could have been a lot different after it was 3-2 then, 39 seconds in, when Eric Mittendorf scored for Michigan State. We've seen in the past where 2-goal lead, when that is then cut to 1, doesn't hold up with the Badgers, but it did tonight because the Badgers didn't give Michigan State very much after that in the second period. Then it got to the third period, and the Badgers had to kill a penalty. Corson Kuhlman's committed a turnover and took a penalty in the D zone, putting Michigan State on the power play in a 3-2 game. Jared Moe had to stop 5 shots on that, 2 of them one-timers from Jeremy Davidson that he got over to save. Kept it a 3-2 lead for the Badgers. Then the Badgers got a power play, got a power play goal from Max Johnson for a 4-2 lead, and then in the last 2 minutes, Matty D. St. Paul scored his second goal of the game, also on the power play, to seal this one 5-2 final. Important effort from Jared Moe there on the penalty kill in the third period, and really from the defense as a group through the whole game. It was like I mentioned, not a guarantee that this was going the Badgers' way there in the second period, and really into the middle of the third. Once it got up to 4-2, it was pretty comfortable, but I don't think there was a ton of comfort with a 1-goal lead, and when a bounce could go against you, and all of a sudden you're tied, and Michigan State's got all the momentum. Badgers did a good job in preventing the Spartans from getting more momentum, I thought, and that was a critical part in today's game. I mentioned before 2 goals from Matty D. St. Paul, his first 2-goal game as a UW player in 54 outings now for D. St. Paul. And he's got 5 goals in the last 7 games for the Badgers, and has really been instrumental in that offensive uptick that's happened lately. I asked Tony Granato what's gone into that, and he said it's a lot of building upon winning battles along the boards and going and retrieving pucks. Those things set up plays for himself later in that shift or for others, and that's what he's taking advantage of, doing the work and then getting the reward for doing the work. So I also want to mention, I thought it was a really good game in limited shifts for Liam Milewski. He scored his first collegiate goal, at least first collegiate goal into the other team's net. You'll remember that he scored into his own net on a delayed penalty against Minnesota back in November. He scored from behind the net, puck that they threw in front, bounced off two Michigan State defenders' skates and into the net. Put the Badgers up 1-0. That was his first shift of the game. He's listed as the extra forward, so he actually was playing as a right wing on the top line every other, maybe not necessarily every other shift, but he took the top line's second shift of the game, went out there with them, and that's when he scored. It was in the second period, the same thing. He took the second shift for the top line, had a really good shift, had another chance to score, created a chance, and it was he created a chance for Brock Caulfield in front of the net, just got tipped wide. That was about 4 minutes into the second period. So I thought that was a good building block for Malmquist. Hasn't produced a ton, hasn't been in big parts of the game a ton. He was in penalty killing tonight, so he gets in that. But important for him to have something to build on. So that was another key to the game tonight. 2 assists for Jack Gorniak, a goal and an assist for Corson Kuhlmans. There were some goals that were shifted around. So my line chart with where I note who got points on what is a little bit of a mess. The fourth goal went to Max Johnson after it was originally credited to Sam Stang. They thought he had tipped it in front. Apparently he did not. Well, Johnson didn't exactly know either after the game. But it is a Max Johnson goal, as the score sheet shows it right now. Get to a couple comments here. Tanner says, Badgers played great. The crowd around me was having a blast. Do you think playing Sunday helped them in today's game, or was MSU flat today? Also, where do I find the culverts for the free ice cream? As to the first question, I did think Michigan State didn't push as much as I thought they would have after cutting it to 3-2. And then maybe that was the Badgers taking the game back a little bit. So it could be that. But I did think there was something still a little bit lacking for Michigan State. Now, they're without Mitchell Lewandowski, their leading scorer and kind of one of the drivers of their offense. Sounds like that might be a long-term injury for him to be out, which is a big blow to them. But there wasn't a ton of I went back and counted. They got 4 shots on goal after that in the second period, after cutting it to 3-2, and only had 14 attempts. So not a ton there for activity for Michigan State in the second period when they really had a chance to turn the game around. As for where the Culvers is, and Lydia chimes in here, dark chocolate decadence tonight in Cottage Grove. Ooh, that's one of my favorites. All right. I don't think. Well, I don't have a ticket, so I don't get free Culvers. So too bad for me. But I believe all of the Madison area Culvers participate in that, but you have to have a game ticket or show them your mobile ticket from the game tonight to get your free custard within a certain number of days. It's been a while. I don't even remember what it is. I mean, obviously there wasn't that promotion last year because there weren't fans in the building. Hasn't happened yet this year, so we're going back to, was there a game in February of 2020 where they scored 5 at home? Yeah, so, oh well. Oh, Leah says she was in the band and she got the freebie. Well, boy, Culver's is really, loosening up their restrictions, I guess, on that. So you can tell them anything you want, and they'll give you the free custard, I guess. I don't know that. Don't tell them that I said anything because I hold no weight there. But Tanner says Tony's switching things up tomorrow. I don't know if there's a whole lot of reason to. He was really happy. I should mention he was really happy with Daniel Losh getting back into the lineup tonight. A big body around the net was helpful, he said, in keeping defensively keeping chances away from the net. So I don't see a whole lot of switching up happening for tomorrow. The Badgers really want to keep this role as much of a role as this is, going 3-2-2 since the start of December. They need to keep this going. They're now into the second half of the Big Ten. It's something that they have to get results. They are within a point of Michigan State for fifth. If they get another win tomorrow, they move into fifth. It's a little thing, but I think that's something they need little things to build on. If you're looking at things from the Wisconsin side, so we'll see what that is. We'll be back here after Saturday night's game to talk about. Oh, wait a minute! I got to get back to this. Mike says, I noticed the ice crew was having trouble with the glass in the first. What was the issue? I saw you come out on a ladder in the corner by where the referees come out, which always is dangerous, right? A ladder on ice. I get nervous every time seeing you up there, but there are questions that I do not have answers for that you probably can fill in the best answers here. I didn't see what it was. It looked like you were trying to dislodge something at the top of the glass or line things back up again. No idea. But thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Saturday night, we'll be back after the Badgers and Spartans close the series. And hope you join me then. Hope you read the story on madison.com and in Saturday State Journal. So until then, we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.